your engines, getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's the bike away. Thursday night is bike night at the A's Cafe. Broadcasting live, you know it's time to play. Rock and roll music and grooving to the blues. Classic cars shimmering while they're sipping the brews. So catch the cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a bike away. We're heading to Sturgis, trying to reach Biker Week somewhere just down the beach. There's Daytona Speedway in the USO, the ride you never heard of, so get ready to go. We're riding country roads and enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. We're flying our colors, enjoying the view. With pride we ride for the red, white, and blue. We got the club logo on our back. We don't need much when it's time to pack. We ride for causes and charities, from Boggy Creek, to the Florida Keys. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. We're flying our colors, enjoying the view. With pride we ride for the red, white, and blues. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a bike away. Yeah, yeah, the bike away. Your engines, getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's the bike away. Yeah, Thursday night is bike night at the A's Cafe. Broadcasting live, you know it's time to play. Rock and roll music and grooving to the blues. Classic cars shimmering while they're sipping the brews. So catch the cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a bike away.
Cycle Fever TV is brought to you by these great sponsors, so support them. Call Tough Turf for all your landscaping and irrigation needs. Check out Seminole Power Sports for all their brands of motorcycles, accessories, and service. DA's Cafe, where it's all happening. Bikes, cars, great food, rock and roll music. Come on by. USA Payroll, payroll tax service, workforce benefit solutions, insurance, and human resources. Check them out.
Then, didn't we have another?
Hey, here we are.
Oh, hey.
Hey, look. Hey.
Go ahead.
It worked fine tonight.
For some reason. Don't say anything, because if he's watching in New Orleans, he won't believe it.
Shawn, it's not working fine.
By the way, Shawn wanted to say hello to everybody in New Orleans, right?
Yeah. So did he give you a list of names?
No, he didn't. No names. He just said, tell everybody I said hello.
All right. That sounds good.
So what do we got going on?
Well, first of all, it's a cold night here in Orlando. He's wearing his jacket. You're wearing a jacket. I actually got a long sleeve on, and what you can't see under my shirt is another jacket. So it is cold here, folks. We just want you to know. But we got a great show tonight.
We sure do.
It's going to be, and for everybody at home, we went up at the right time. Great job. He hollered at me because at the last minute I was giving him names of people who were going on.
As usual, we got a line of people in there that are coming on,
yeah.
But at the last minute he's telling us, you know what I mean?
That's only me.
But
so that's the way it works. We're getting there. Now, one of the things, first of all, I want Rick, and we've already talked, we don't try to get too political, but Rick is like, he got honored to go to the governor's ball. So tell me, what was that like?
Yeah, we went to the Florida governor's, the 46th governor of the state of Florida. He was inaugurated on Tuesday. And I was invited to the inaugural ball, and it was a great event. First class, had a beautiful date with me. Brought about 19 friends with us, and we had a great time. Thousands of people out there. So Governor DeSantis, congratulations. State of Florida, we got a great governor up there.
And I see he's already put a couple people in office.
He's actually suspended Sheriff Israel from Broward County.
Okay.
With the sheriff out there with the Stoneman Douglas incident. He requested the water district board out in South Florida with the Everglades. He requested the entire board to resign today.
Wow.
And he gave money? He gave $2 billion?
No, I mean, he gave $2 billion to go ahead and help clean up the environment out there.
Right there.
He also gave on Monday at the military ceremony $150,000 to Operation 300. It's a nonprofit veterans organization. Karen Vaughn is the mother out here. They live in South Florida. Her son Aaron Vaughn is a Navy SEAL Team 6 who perished in Extortion 17 in Afghanistan. So it's a family foundation, $150,000 given from the DeSantis campaign to that organization.
Wow. And he put in a new judge.
And then he put in and he's a first Hispanic
Cuban,
first American Hispanic woman judge on the Florida Supreme Court, and he's got 2 more to nominate.
And if you got his ear, tell him, I'm not working and I'd love to go to work for him.
Well, I want him to sponsor Cycle Fever TV.
Oh, well, I like that. I like that. Sponsored by the governor.
The governor of the state of Florida.
I like it. If you're watching Mr. DeSantis or Governor DeSantis, we'll take it. So, with that being said, what's going on with you?
Just the holidays are over, taking a break now. Yeah. You know me, I'm disappearing every weekend.
You got it.
I got to go to gymnastics, my daughter, which I'm having a blast. But it's a good time.
John leaves. He works Thursday night. Friday he gets up and drives to Auburn, Alabama. and then he drives back on Sunday.
Every week.
John will be doing this from now until the end of March.
Yeah, end of March,
In the
beginning
middle
of
of
April.
Bike Week, I don't know what we're going to
Yeah.
do. The
No,
trophy.
no, I cannot do his part because he goes to some crazy places during Bike Week. He's the crazy one. I'm the calm one.
I will be there Thursday.
Okay, so he'll be back.
I will be there for
And
Bike
since
Week.
you mentioned he's going to Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, what do you think about that college football championship game? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, somebody in there who's looking at the TriCaster asked me, he said Notre Dame or Clemson. I said Clemson. And Clemson's going to give Bama a run for their money. It was a great game if, you're tired of Alabama, but Clemson's been doing good for the last few years, too. So
I'm
that
not
was
much
a
of a
great game.
better, but I won some money.
There you go. It was a good game. Hey, it was football. I love football.
Now, just so everybody knows, Sunday we're going to be at Porsche South.
Yes.
They're having their grand opening. We're going to be there from 10 to 12. And if everything works out, we might even go live. You won't be there, but hopefully you've got your guy trained enough that we can do it. Festival of Speed has called us up. They want us to do something with them when they do their thing over in Mount Dora with the boats and the cars. We got called by Cackleberries. Cackleberry wants us to be out there Friday, March 15th,
Yes.
and you will be gone. So we'll have to
But
figure
I'll
this
be
one
there
out.
on
Yeah,
Thursday
we'll be there
the
during the
night
week.
before.
But this one they want us to shoot live. They're having their bike show.
I'll take a hit for the company. If I
There you go.
have the
Yeah, right,
bikini
yeah.
contest and everything, I'll do one for the team.
Taz, you heard that, right, Taz?
Yeah,
Now,
I'll take one for the team.
We'll bring the truck out there. And last time they did it, I slept in the truck and I hurt my back. I froze my butt off. So
Yes.
this time, if I go,
You have an RV.
yeah, but my buddy's got it right
Oh,
now.
okay.
I might have it by then.
And the
though.
cat's out the back. Your wife knows about it.
She does.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I actually took her out to see it over at John's
Oh,
place.
fantastic.
Yeah, I made sure the guns and the knives were hidden, and everything went fine. So, with all of that, people have caught up. If you're wondering where Shawn is in New Orleans. I talked with Mark Hall today. Mark Hall is not feeling well, excuse me, and his bike broke down, so he's trying to buy a new one, lost most of his transportation, so he's working on that. So with that being said, who wants to throw us into the first program?
Hey, let's see how we can do it.
All
Hey, roll Boggy
Let's
Creek.
see how this works.
Tell Karalee to go put it on, and then we'll let you go over there and eat.
We'll do that. So,
All right, tell her. Karalee.
Karalee,
Bye.
I love that ride.
Yeah, you know, the Camboggy Creek ride is one of the most important things.
I get chills. I get chills every time I see the footage of those kids. They're just fantastic kids, and everything they do there is just unbelievable.
Talk about looking. Look who's on. My God. Rick, of all things, I bring this guy on, and you know him. So we're going to go back to the beginning.
This is Bill Ricard from the Ricard Group. Insurance.
Yes, sir.
All forms of insurance. Automobile, homeowners, motorcycle, RV, the whole 9 yards. Am I correct? You do life insurance and everything as well?
Absolutely.
He does it all. But years ago, I had put a Facebook post. I was helping a couple of families that were in need of food. And he reached out to me on Facebook. He says, Rick, I got you covered. Come to my office in Castleberry, if I'm not mistaken. And provided me with 2 huge ice chests of venison meat. And I was like, oh my God, I mean, you're a big deer hunter, aren't you?
I enjoy the sport. I enjoy eating it more than I do anything else.
Right.
You know, obviously.
Right. Now, how did you run into him here?
I'm standing up here like this, and I look down at Haggerty, and Haggerty's set up, and I know Don, and I'm looking, and when I talked to Don last time, I said, you do motorhomes? And he goes, no. And I look and I see a motorhome on their car. I go, well, let me go down. You know me, I'll just go and say, hey, what do you do? So I go down there and I go, you guys, is Don here? And they go, no. And I'll let you explain the family relationship that you guys have. I says, you guys work on, oh my God, we're doing well tonight. So anyhow, they go, yeah, we insure motorhomes. Well, there's a long story about my motorhome that we can't tell you tonight because they all know, but I never told my wife for 4 months that I had it. But that's another story for another day. So I went down there and I met him. So now, tell me a little bit about your relationship with Haggerty and what you guys do.
Absolutely. Haggerty's has been around for quite a long time. They're a family-owned and operated insurance company. Their specialty has always been in classics and customs and antiques for vehicles.
Yeah.
And they've made a move towards the motorcycle industry and specializing in doing classics and customs and vintages and things like that. So they reached out to us, since we're such a large provider of motorcycle insurance across the country, and said, hey, can you guys come in and help us out and kind of partner with us and build the brand a little bit?
Yeah.
So we were more than excited to come out and help support it, and because, you know, we believe that, you know, it's not what you ride, it's the fact that you ride.
Right, yep, that's our motto. We don't care what you ride, as long as you ride.
Yeah,
it's a brotherhood out there.
It is, and 31 years in business, so...
so you got some time in it.
Yeah. I'm only
you don't look that old.
Years old.
I was going to say, you just started, 10?
20 years old. So.
Now, for all our viewers out there, the Ricard Insurance Group, they're not just in the state of Florida. I believe you're in 13 different states or about to go?
No, we're actively involved in 13 states.
Here come the crotch rockets.
Our reach is from...
That's fine, I'll pick it up.
Our reach is from Ohio to Indiana, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, North Carolina, and expanding across through the Midwest as well during the course of this year.
Question now. You insure all motorcycles. Does Haggerty insure all motorcycles or just the classic and then the custom?
Their specialty is in the classics and the customs.
Okay.
That's their niche market. That's where they do a phenomenal job. The product is as solid as it gets when you're coming and talking about vintages and classics and things like that.
So they're a niche of classic cars, automobiles, and bikes, and then you do the whole gamut of everything, including if I put life insurance on Rick, do I collect it from you?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's take care of it.
Right, yes.
Yeah, right.
So share a little bit what type of insurance you do, and then how can people reach you? You want to give out a website, a phone number?
Absolutely. You can reach out to us at thericardgroup.com, www.ricardgroup.com. You can call us at 800-494-1333. We're open 7 days a week, 362 days a year as an insurance agency, and everybody that works in our group are bikers.
Wow.
I mean, so that's part of that's our heritage.
Yeah.
You know, that's our life.
Yeah.
You know, my uncles have been doing it. I've been riding since I've been a youngin'. All my boys are in the business. They all ride.
Right.
My wife's in the business. You know, it truly is about taking care of customers.
I go to several biker events at Harley-Davidson dealerships, and I always see him set up at different locations. Up in Georgia, here in Central Florida, out on the West. I'm just like, this guy's everywhere.
Well, you know, when we go to Georgia, I want to put a big rally on in Georgia, especially up in Blue Ridge, because that's a really beautiful riding area. And we'll get one of the lodges out there, and then maybe we can all get together, and we'll have a big weekend, and then we'll have different rides going out. Just have a good time.
Right. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
that's what it's
I love
all
it.
about. Absolutely.
So, you've been in business a long time. This is the first time that I've really seen you over at the Ace. Have you been here before?
I've been here before, just visiting as a patron.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of friends. I know a lot of people that come here, and you know, it's a good time. And you know, you see a lot of creative stuff out there.
Yes, you do.
And it's fun to look at and to see and to smell and to look, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's a big party.
Yep.
It's a great place to meet people.
Right.
It's a ball.
Well,
And you know, the fact of the matter is, this is what it's about.
right. Just coming and having a good time and meeting people.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know if you know, but next week, we're probably going to be here next week, which is not the week that we usually come, but Gravedigger's going to be here next week.
Right.
So we'll probably come down and maybe go live again with the Gravedigger, because we come on every other Thursday night.
Right.
So that's how we go on. And then we shoot Porsche night here every third Monday.
Nice.
So anytime you're around and you see us, make sure you come up.
Absolutely.
Make sure you say hello. And I'd love to see, and I know I shouldn't say this on the air, but I'd love to see you on my van, buddy.
Now, before we go, share with those who may not know Gravedigger. Big monster truck. Share a little bit about Gravedigger.
Yeah. Well, Gravedigger, if you're in the wrong spot, he might run over your car.
Or your bike.
Yeah, or your bike. The bike is easier.
Right.
Now, I will tell you, back in it would be 1990, I lived in Pensacola, and that's when Bigfoot was just getting going.
Right.
And I had my cameraman there. My cameraman is named Mike Murphy, and Mike Murphy stood about this tall.
About Sean's height.
About Sean's And back then we had the big cameras. So Bigfoot says, "Can you shoot something for us?" I go, "Yeah, sure." So we're shooting him, and he's jumping over cars and stuff, and he goes, "Hey, do me a favor." He says, "Get down there and take a front shot of me." He almost ran right over Mike. That thing stopped right at the lens.
Oh, my God.
I looked at Mike, I go, "You all right?" He goes, "Yeah, but I think I shit my pants." So those are really, really neat. And if you want to come down, they're going to have autographs, and I don't know if they're going to run the truck, but if they do, I'm sure that it'll be a fun time.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday,
Okay.
Gravedigger.
Fantastic.
So, now, we got this new thing that we're trying. We don't know if it's going to work, but so far we've roped them into doing pretty good. We're going to try doing 5 minutes an episode,
Okay.
and I think we hit our 5 minutes by what looks like in there. So, how would you like to lead us out to our next thing? And it was a guy that we met at the Festival of Speed, and of all things, he was known as Tim the Happy Hippie. So you want to ask them to throw it to Tim the Happy Hippie?
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw it to Tim the Happy Hippie. Come on in.
You need to advertise your company, and then we.
I don't have a company. I'm just a happy hippie.
Exactly.
I'm
there
just
we go.
a happy hippie. I just happen to have a few cars, and hey, life is good.
Let's sit up here. How are you? I'm Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you. I'm Tim, the happy hippie.
There you go, Tim the Happy
Toronto,
Hippie.
Canada.
Right.
Where we're at in
And
Canada.
we just did a good speed run in the Bugatti and the McLaren, and we just broke a record of 206 cars.
Hello and welcome back to the Festivals of Speed, and I'm here with the Happy Hippie. How are you, sir?
I'm halfway to perfect. The other half's over there.
Hey, his lovely wife is just posing with a Porsche 911 that's full of roses. Yes, we have crazy stuff like that happening at the Festivals of Speed. So, which car did you bring here?
Today I brought the McLaren P1, the 2014 serial number 2, and I brought the 12th Bugatti into North America. They're both exposed carbon fiber cars.
Wow.
And I drive them. They were driven here from Fort Lauderdale. I've got over 5,800 miles on the Bugatti. We probably got about 5,500 miles on the McLaren.
Wow. So I need to ask you, what's it feel like when you drive into a gas station and fill it up with gas? Like
Well, it's $100. That's what it is. I know I'm going to spend $100.
People in trucks must have think you come from Mars or something. With
I don't know.
Pharaoh.
It's just, no, people do jump out of their cars and want to take pictures and stuff like that. It's a beautiful thing. That's what it's there for.
So I can guarantee there are no policemen watching. How fast have you been in the Pharaoh?
Actually, this weekend we did speed runs. We did it at safe location at the Johnny Boomer Racing Proving Grounds. That's out in Titusville, and I ran 261 miles an hour, 0.69. The wife actually got the McLaren going 214 in a standing 1 mile. She got a 227 in a standing mile in the Bugatti. I got a 225, and then the fastest run we had of the day was 261 miles an hour, 2.7 mile run.
Wow, sir, I need to shake your hand. That's phenomenal. You're actually using your very well.
No, we use the cars. They're meant to be used. They announce it as the world's fastest. Well, I want to see how fast I can go in the world's fastest car. I got to do it, and I tell you, it was a thrill of my life.
Yeah.
I hope one day I get to go back there and do it again.
Phenomenal, thank you. I know you've got to get to the awards ceremony. Thank you for your time.
No
Ian,
problem.
saying hello to a happy hippie.
Peace, love, and happiness, everybody.
Oh, well, they switched. By the way, you're on now.
We're back down. I don't know if you can hear that sound in the background. No, that's not Crazy John banging his head on the wall. It's actually his mating call.
Everything was fine. They turned off for about 2 hours, and now they're going to work at night on us. So, for everybody, oh, look, I don't even have to introduce you. How's that?
Way to go.
I'll tell you, that's pretty good. That saves me. But can I call you Chris or Christopher?
Chris is fine.
Chris, okay.
Yeah, usually when somebody calls me Christopher, they're pissed off at me.
All right, no problem, Chris. I was on Facebook today, and I happened to see a post that you put up. And I looked at that and I said, you know what? Everybody in the biker community should kind of know about this. So before I talk about your post, I know you know Rick, and I would like to tell me a little bit about your law firm and what you do, and then we'll talk about some insurance things that you need to tell us.
Sure. So I'm attorney Chris Dillingham, and I own a small law firm in Apopka called Dillingham Law. And I represent car and bikers that have been involved in crashes. And I got to tell you, every month I see what I would call horror stories. People that I cannot help simply because the people that have hurt them don't have either insurance at all, or they don't have bodily injury liability coverage. And my clients sometimes don't have what's called uninsured motorist coverage, which is a very complex subject. But if somebody doesn't have bodily injury liability coverage and you don't have uninsured motorist coverage,
you're not covered.
I can't help you. I cannot help you.
See, and I think a lot of people are not aware of that. So basically, you're a personal injury attorney.
Yes.
Okay. So let's kind of go back, because when we talk about personal injury, a lot of people think PIP. PIP is personal injury protection. That's $10,000 worth of coverage, automobile insurance.
Yes.
When it comes to motorcycles, a little bit different. Can you kind of go into the difference
Sure.
between the motorcycle coverage?
Yep. So motorcycles are not covered under Florida's financial responsibility law, or what we know as personal injury protection. Yeah, you don't get it. The only thing that's similar to that is MedPay for bikers. And to my opinion, it's incredibly expensive for what the little bit of coverage that you have. But it's the only thing that helps you if you're at fault in a crash.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you don't get hit. Only cars get hit.
Okay. So then you had touched base about UM, which is uninsured motorist.
Yes.
So if somebody is uninsured and they're at fault, they're the at-fault driver in an accident, and let's say I'm on my bike, I don't have UM insurance, does that mean that I'm SOL?
Exactly. Here's the problem. A lot of people say, oh, I'll just sue the person who hurt me, who damaged my bike. Well, here's the problem with that. In Florida, you can't go after somebody's homestead exempted house. You can't even put a lien on it. You can't touch bank accounts that are joint bank accounts. You can't go after a car that has a lien on it. And how many people do you know that have paid off cars? Not many out there on the road.
So in other words, you're basically holding a judgment that's just a piece of paper.
Yep. What I always tell my clients is the courts award judgments, not checks. It's up to you to collect on those checks. On those judgments. So unless a multimillionaire has run you over, you get nothing. You get a worthless judgment that you can hang on the wall for I don't know how many thousands or tens of thousands of dollars you spent to get it. There's nothing to get. Yep. Right. You can't get something from somebody that doesn't have anything. And people who don't have insurance generally don't have anything.
Right.
You can't even garnish the wages of the head of a household.
So as an attorney in the local community that sees a lot of accidents, you would highly recommend for auto and bikers to carry uninsured motorists?
Yes, most definitely. And when it comes to uninsured motorists, stacked uninsured motorists.
That was my next question.
Yep.
Now, explain stack. What does stack mean?
So, stacked uninsured motorist is whenever you buy a particular form of uninsured motorist coverage called stacking. And what that allows you to do is, let's say you have 3 vehicles on a policy and you've got $100,000 worth of UM. Well, when you have 3 vehicles on a non-stack policy, the most you get is $100,000 in UM. But if you have 3 vehicles on a stacked UM policy, you have $300,000 available to you. This is how seriously I believe in this. I have 1 policy and 2 vehicles on it. I have $1 million worth of uninsured motorist coverage. And even that's not enough. That's the most I can buy on my, and that's $2 million I have. If I get killed or I'm missing a leg, obviously $2 million isn't worth my life or even my leg, my ability to feed myself. But at least it's something. People often say, well, hey, I've got health insurance. Well, guess what? You need a job to pay for health insurance. You stop paying for it, it's gone. And it does not pay for the value of your injury. All it pays for, health insurance that is your medical bills. And eventually, you're not going to be able to work if you're crippled or, whatever else.
So what do you see a lot of? Do you see a lot of clients that come to you, they were hit by a driver, there was a DUI, they ran a red light. I mean, is there something that kind of leads the list as far as the most type of accidents and the type of clientele you receive and you see?
I tell you what, I represent a lot of bikers, and I see what I call horror stories every month. People with amputations, people who are in wheelchairs for months, and usually I've got to tell them, look, if the other person doesn't have bodily injury liability coverage or has low limits, and you don't have UM, that's what you're stuck with. That's what you're stuck with. And people often wind up declaring bankruptcy just due to their medical bills. In the United States, right now, the biggest indicator of you going into bankruptcy are medical bills. It's horrible. And you go to a hospital, you tell somebody it's missing a leg, I can't do anything for them. It's horrible. It's simply horrible.
Well, I've got to end this segment because I got a call from the 5-minute man. We're doing a new thing. We're trying to get everything done in 5 minutes. I would love 2 things. Number 1, how do people get in touch with you? Like, do you do something on Facebook and tell them different things?
Sure. I post about UM coverage almost every month. I've got Dillingham Law PLLC. That's one of my Facebook pages. And the other is your motorcycle justice attorney, which is also Dillingham Law.
Okay.
You go onto it, you see Dillingham Law, PLLC, you see, picture of a motorcycle, Orange County, etc.
So it's a Facebook page. Your motorcycle law?
Your motorcycle justice attorney.
Your motorcycle justice attorney. How about a phone number? And where are you located, actually, in Central Florida?
I'm located in Apopka, Florida, and my phone number is 407-463-3506.
And I will say this, on a cold day, he brings his bike inside the office.
I'll tell
Yes,
you,
I've done that.
and I'll be honest, I thought I knew a lot about insurance, but I learned something tonight. So it's great to have him to give us the information we need. So fantastic.
You see, I'm getting hollered at. So, Chris, I want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe we'll do a segment every month. We'll do something, have you come on, and you can tell everybody, because two things have to happen. Number one, this is a big family, and when somebody gets hurt or something, we always have to do a charity ride for them.
Yep.
But if we can find a way to get them protected beforehand, plus the charity ride, this is where I think you will come in. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something, because I know we're going to screw them up, I think, but I don't know. I'm trying to Festival of Speed. So, I want you to ask them to throw to the Festival of Speed. Going to a commercial. Oh, that's even better. We're going to a commercial. So throw it to the commercial.
Simply the most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
Its long, sleek front end and wide wheelbase behind offers stability like no other trike in the world. Powered by a 140 horsepower water-cooled engine and 7-speed transmission means no other trike in the world compares. It's affordable and available. Come and get yours today at Club Ravaco USA. Join the club.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Top Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Top Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Top Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
Seminole Power Sports. Number one in fast fun. Seminole Power Sports.
There's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and as the owner of your own business, that's what you need to be focusing on. Not payroll, hiring, and compliance. That's what we do. We're USA Payroll, and we started our business in 1994. So we've been there. We understand the growing pains and not enough hours in the day that come with owning a business. So let us provide you with another opportunity. Help. We're USA Payroll, keeping your business in check.
Jamming with you. Jerry, good to see you.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I see you brought your daughter, Laura Lee.
Lorelai?
Lorelai. Hey, see, I tried to get it right, didn't I?
I know you're a little old, so we're allowed to do that.
I know. What the heck? Besides, I'm a little cold, too.
Yeah, right? I mean, you could have turned the heater on.
You know, next time I'm going to think about bringing one and plugging it in right there.
Then I go, look, we can cuddle up in that beard. I'm sure it's warm in there.
Yeah, right?
Get lost in there.
It does hold the heat pretty well.
Hands warm.
Your hands warm? They are warm.
Yeah.
For those who do not know, this is Jerry Strickland. He's with Mission 22. You are the president or the ambassador president of Central Florida?
I am now I'm the state leader for Mission 22. Basically, with Mission 22, we help bring awareness. The 22 vets take their life every day. Sucks.
You're right. And you were telling me something that I was kind of impressed with. And you said that things have been going really good in Florida. So tell me what's happening in Florida and how you got your list moving.
And that's a great thing. I mean, Florida is an amazing state when it comes to Mission 22 and the supporters for our veterans and stuff. And at the end of 2018, they sent out a message
because of how active the ambassadors have been across the entire country, getting out there, raising awareness, and getting our donations in, we were able to wipe our waiting list clean. We had about a month and a half to 2 months out, because every person that comes in for the PTSD treatment, it's $6,000. So and we had a decent amount. We wiped it clean. Started 2019 with a clean slate.
Now, how does someone get on your list?
Well, if to be an ambassador, or if you wanted to reach out to us to be on our program, our PTSD program, it's called the WIN program. It's a full blood spectral analysis, a psychological setup. You do your therapy and all that. You go online, go to mission22.com. You scroll through. You can become an ambassador, or if you want to reach out to us for our PTSD treatment and our TBI treatment, traumatic brain injury.
How did you get into it?
I'm a Jeeper. And Jeepers want to help, just like bike guys. I mean, you see somebody broke down, you see somebody that needs a hand, that's what we do. So we're out helping our veterans and stuff like that. I got a good friend of mine through that I met at Jeep Beach, and we got them as out there, and they're working with us at Jeep Beach. So he's like, man, you're so dedicated for giving back and helping the community and all. He's like, I want you to work with Mission 22, and I mean, the rest is history.
Now, for people that don't know, I filmed this Jeep, but I made the mistake. Of saying, that's a nice truck.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Watch out! I commented on his nice
yeah. Oh, he brought a truck tonight?
Yeah.
What'd you bring tonight?
We brought the truck.
All right, so good.
But then he complimented on your Honda. Yeah, your Honda.
That's awesome. Right, I saw that. Yeah.
Or is it a Suzuki?
Yeah, right. No, it's a It's a Triumph Rocket 3.
It's a Triumph.
Yeah, you know the fast one.
That makes you like you're doing good. Your Triumph on it.
You know, I was going to be nice about your Jeep, but you keep slamming my bike, and your truck might have a flat tire.
Let me ask you a question. When you say if somebody wants to be an ambassador, what does that mean? Well, and that's the biggest thing. Whenever we're working with the ambassadors, the key thing is being an active ambassador. We want to get people that are passionate, that want to give back to their community, or they join and they help spread the awareness and they spread the message by social media, Facebook, Instagram, and all that other fun stuff, and then actually coming out to our events that we host, which that's why I'm actually here.
I know, I'm going to bring that up in a minute, yep.
But that's it. I mean, people that are dedicated to giving back. I mean, kind of people that don't mind opening the door for somebody when they walk through. I mean, it's the kindness of giving back to your community. Fantastic.
Now, I'm going to tell you a cute story. Of course, you know, I knew you were supposed to be coming on, but the problem you had is the person that you, and I'm not going to say anything right away, but the person that you wanted to come on with had to work tonight.
Yeah, man.
So I get a message last night, and it says, "This is Leanne. I don't have your number. Here's my number." I went, I haven't had a girl give me a number in about 35 years. So I called her up and I said, "This is my number. I'll call you tomorrow." So I called her up and I left a message.
Hang on. Is this my Leanne?
Yes, sir.
Really? She couldn't make it?
She had to work tonight.
Oh, come on, Leanne.
So, the long story short, she calls me up and I go, "I gotta tell you, it's been 35 years since somebody called me up and said, I'm a lady and here's my number, call me."
What did you think it was a guy named Leanne?
No.
With a big beard and a tattoo?
Oh, no. And then she says, "Well, Jerry doesn't want to come without me." I go, "You call him because I've already got him booked." Now, you got something going. Now, I got a question because I saw something that said you had a thing going and then it got canceled.
Yeah.
And now he's going to another date.
Now, see, I'm a mechanic by trade. And
I won't hold that against you. I'll let you work on my stuff.
And I worked with Mission 22. I never said I was awesome when it comes to social media. So I created the event last night, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great." I invited everybody. My wife and I and Lorelai, we were all talking about it, sitting on the couch, and we're like, "Oh, this is great." So I did it all up. Well, I can't invite anybody. It's a private event. So I had to go in, I had to delete the event, redo it, make it a public event. So I fixed it today. I sent you another invite.
All right, well, I got that.
Have your people call my people.
I will. Rick's going to be handling that.
Okay.
Now, my question to you is, give me the dates and everything. I got my 5-minute notice, so I got to be quick.
All right.
So
the event's March 30th. It's called Gobblers Run/Walk for our heroes.
It's at Gobbler's Lodge. If you ain't never been to Gobbler's Lodge, the place is awesome. It's an archery place. Like, you're up on a pedestal up this high in the air, and you're shooting stuff out of their field. Yeah. Like, I shot a elk 75 yards out, and they posted all about it, and I had to aim at the sun to hit the elk. It was awesome, and Lorelai, she did something too. All right.
What'd you do?
So, first, you know when you start to get used to things? Well, I had to do that first, but then I started tearing up the turkey. Then I got a little bit better on it.
On Facebook, I saw that.
And then I hit the bear in the butt. But then we went to the deer,
Yeah, you got
area.
a great shot on the deer.
I got a kill shot on the deer.
Well, you know what? You need to call these guys and tell them we'd like to come down and do an adventure. We did something with Machine Gun America.
Yeah.
Where we went in and shot the guns.
Yeah.
That would be a neat thing. We bring our crew down there, film it, and then they'll know everything.
But the event is to support Veterans Mission 22. Is there a fee? What's going on with that?
Here's the thing. It's a two-way event. It's Help Crawling for Fallen, Off-Road United, who they support fallen officers and their families. It's a big Jeep event that we do. I'll tell you about later. And then Mission 22. It is to come out there. It's $20 for or $15 for children, $25 for adults, and that includes the run/walk, and then also a day of shooting.
When you say walk, how far is the walk before I might have to have somebody push me in a little cart.
Well, I'm gonna have a little buggy if you come.
Okay, sounds
but,
good.
It's an 8K, so it's 5 miles.
Wow.
But it's gonna be going through the country trails. And then we're going to do like a 1 mile turnaround point for children if they want to do it. We're going to have all different activities out there. We should have bounce houses, the darn cotton candy and stuff like that. And of course, they have 5 set up displays for target areas set up. So you'll have a blast with that. I mean, if you ain't never shot a bird, you come out and you do it.
Now, this isn't a silky type of thing, right?
No,
okay, good.
I don't want to see you. This event, instead of it just being for first responders or just for veterans, it's inviting anybody.
Family friendly.
Yes, it is a full. We want to bring the family.
You're on my
in.
paper. No wonder I can't figure out what's going on.
Well, I didn't let it get blown away.
Look, I gotta hustle up. All right, listen. I want to bring you on not next week, next week.
23rd, I think it is, or something
Right.
like that.
Come back, give me a poster. We'll talk some more about it. Talk to those guys. I'd like to go down there, and what we'll do is do a double thing. We'll promote those guys with their bow and arrow stuff, okay? And we're going to start getting our calendar up, so everything you guys are doing with your Jeep/truck group, we would love to get you going.
Anybody can come to this one. I mean, you can have a Suzuki.
That's good.
Or a Triumph.
That's good. Or a Triumph.
Or a bike.
All right, how would you like to lead us into this? It says Festival of Speed. If you tell him to say, let's see the Festival of Speed, we can go on to our next episode. So look right there in that thing and tell him Festival of Speed.
Festival of Speed.
Right, we're here at the Festivals of Speed at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, and we've just ran into Shawn. And the reason we're with Shawn is when we were driving in this morning, his car caught our eye. I'm sure this car just stops everybody in their tracks wherever it goes. So Shawn, want to say, first of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And doing this with us. Tell us a little bit about your car.
This is a handmade rat rod. It started from a sketch on paper, literally built from the ground up. It's my design, and I got some metal and just made it into what it is.
Wow, so what inspired you to start this project? I mean, this is quite an undertaking, a lot of pieces and parts on this deal, but what really was the beginning of it? What inspired you to do it?
I have another one, a 36 Chevy rat rod, and it come out very nice. It's more traditional rusty rat rod. I just wanted to go a whole different direction and just wanted something of my own, my design.
So is this the first time that you've had this car at the Festival of Speed?
No, sir. Last year we came here, worked out well. We got a nice award for it for the finest custom. So we're extremely pleased about that.
Wow, so we had a good eye. We saw a show-winning car from last year this morning, and now we got Shawn on to talk to us. So super exciting car. Thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day out at the Festival of Speed.
Great. Thank you very much.
Oh,
it's going. We're on.
Hey,
Come here. To the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom.
It's all right. It was on automatic. I got it.
All right.
We know what we're doing tonight.
Come right over here. You
Oh,
guys
my
don't
God.
get in trouble.
Oh my God. What did I walk into? I literally was just coming to see how everything was going.
All I can tell you is
While
perfect
the
timing.
show was going on.
Right. That's the one good thing. There he is. He came back. Look what happened. You go away. Your wife walks in.
It's still weird hearing that wife.
Oh my God.
It's still weird.
All right.
Stop. Okay.
Your significant other. So,
Significant
why don't you
idiot.
introduce yourself, dear?
I'm Brittany Mannock. It's nice
Yeah.
to meet you guys. I do Patriot Pup and work with these guys, and I also own a salon. So there you go.
There you go.
And your husband is now in there running the TriCaster.
Yeah, he's got to do something.
I know.
Gotta keep himself
And your
useful.
dad's going to be working with us.
That's right.
Oh, that's good.
It's a family affair.
It's a family
Now,
affair
how's
now.
he doing? Because I know he wasn't feeling well. Is he
No,
okay?
he's doing better.
Okay.
He's doing better.
You tell him that we hope he gets better, and I can't wait to sit down with him and break his chop.
You're asking for a
Hey!
Hey!
That's Jerry down there hollering and interrupting us. So,
In the middle of the show.
So, well, first of all, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you why, because it's nice to warm up against you. So, yeah, I like that.
There you go.
So, now Crazy John's been in there, and he's been doing real well keeping this going on to 5 minutes. So I'm going to let you take over for a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, what do we got next Thursday? They're to bring in the grave diggers.
Yes, they're bringing in the grave digger. And can you make it next week?
On Thursday, yes.
Okay, so we're going to shoot live here next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
If you can make it, you can make it.
I'll be here.
Thursday, I mean, now you're going to be there Sunday.
That's right.
Sunday we're going to be at Porsche South.
That's right.
And then the following week after that, Thursday is our regular Thursday. So that'll be interesting.
And the 20th is the Porsche night.
Yes, and then Porsche night. So, we're going to be it's going to be a busy week.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you know, John will be leaving every Friday. I am totally crushed.
Yeah, he's crushed, yeah.
I am totally crushed. Because occasionally he buys lunch for me on Friday, but now I'm shafted. I got to buy my own.
I knew there was a reason.
I gotta start coming here. I gotta hang out with you on Fridays too.
Yeah. So,
I know. Where's...
yeah. But and his daughter is on the gymnastics team in Auburn.
That's awesome.
So we all got to start supporting Auburn. Auburn is just below University of Florida for me. I mean, I got to, you know.
Yes,
Yes,
because
but-
he has a granddaughter.
Yeah.
That goes there.
Yeah, and my daughter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm definitely in deep doo-doo if I don't do that. By the way, my daughter was very pleased. She was so excited with the jersey of Tim Tebow.
That she got a signed jersey by Tim Tebow for Christmas.
But he just got engaged, so he's off the market, ladies.
All right.
All right, so when do we got, what do we got coming up?
In 2 weeks from now, the 24th of this month, Ace Cafe is sponsoring an event with the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. Come out to Bike Night. 10% of all proceeds of profits are going to be donated to the night. It's called the Night to the Messengers for Homeless Veterans. So come out here 2 weeks from now. It's Thursday night Bike Night every Thursday night. We're out either second and fourth Thursdays. We're going to be here next weekend, next Thursday as well for the Grave Digger. But the 24th Bike Night, 10% of proceeds in collaboration with Ace Cafe and the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. You will be donating part of your proceeds to the Night of the Messengers for Homeless Veterans. So come out and spend some money.
And we'll be here.
We'll be here.
That's awesome.
Now, before I forget, I got to do a shout out to Brian Cunningham from Sanford. His aunt works here, Tina. And Tina came by and said, my nephew watches you guys and made her, she was on her day off, and he goes, come on, let's go see what's on happening at the Ace. I swear to God. So Brian, I hope you're watching tonight because I don't want to waste the shout out. So it's from your Aunt Tina.
There you go.
All right.
That's pretty
Anybody
cool.
else got any shout outs?
Hey, a shout out to Amy. She was my date at the inaugural ball. I'll see you this weekend. I'm going back up to Tallahassee.
There you go. There you
I'll
go.
be at Orlando Porsche South filming on Sunday. I'm going to be up at Tallahassee.
That's all right. You can do that.
But lend me a camera or two, okay?
I don't think we can show that, Rick. And you're heading up to Auburn. Who they playing this weekend?
LSU.
LSU.
Yeah, LSU's tough. So.
Well, tell your daughter.
Tomorrow night on the SEC channel, in case you want to check it out.
All right. And I got to tell you, did you get a better hotel than the one you got me?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Jeez.
Bugless. It's a bugless hotel.
So look for the drunk, stumbling fan out there. It'll be him.
It's only bumless because he's not there.
He took me this place, and he goes, I got to tell you, it's not the same one we always go to, but it's just the same, and it's really gorgeous. We walk in. First thing we go, what size is that bug? Then I open up the closet. He goes in and he does something, and I open up the closet, and the ironing board falls out and hits me. And on there is a shirt that some construction worker was using. Sweaty, stinky. I go, oh my God.
It's funny because I've never stayed there before, but because this one game we couldn't get a room anywhere, we stayed at this different hotel, and sure enough, it was with Hank, and it turned out to be a fiasco. Thank God I never have to go back.
Then I go to him and I go, I think the toilet's leaking. He goes, no. I go, I think so. So we put the towel around the toilet, we're laying down in bed, he goes, holy shit. He says, he tried to kill this thing. It wouldn't die. The roach had to be that big.
Oh my.
Be happy because I shared a room up the inaugural ball with the Godfather, George Cologne. You know George?
Yeah.
Boots on the ground, Bikers for Trump, and Bikers for President Trump 2020. About 4 o'clock in the morning, he's struggling breathing. I'm kind of concerned. I'm like, I'm not giving this guy mouth to mouth. All of a sudden, he reaches over and he pushed this thing in his mouth, and it's one of those breathing machines, and he sucks in all this air. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? But
Godfather's not gonna like you tonight.
I'm dead. It's nice meeting you guys because I'm done.
Wait. He makes fun of me, right? I'm in Colorado Springs at one of the best hotels in the United States. One day, I come back. He wants me to meet in Tampa, and it's the worst hotel I've ever been in my life. Besides the one I was in up there.
Yeah, but I never said it was a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get happy.
$10, I got it.
I'll pay for that.
Now you got a shout out real quick.
Do I have a shout out?
Yeah, pick
Shout
somebody.
out to everybody that's watching Psycho Fever TV. This is something you should be watching because there's awesome people here. You gotta watch this. Not me so much, but everyone else here is awesome.
All right.
We have a good time.
That's
We
right.
do.
And I'm sure Debbie's watching, so hi, Debbie.
Let's say hello to Shawn. It's in New Orleans. He's
What's
working.
up,
Hi,
Shawn? We miss you,
Yeah,
man.
And tell your new boss you don't do a damn thing for our show. You're always busy working, so don't worry about it. All right. With that being said, do you think we should end this thing?
Let's do it.
All right. Who's gonna lead?
Go ahead, it's you.
I'm gonna lead it.
Go.
All right. You ready? Join
Enjoy
the adventure
and enjoy the ride.
We'll see you
Thanks
next
for
week.
coming.
Where's my drink?